catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Hassel Review. It's your host with the by God most, your boy Hassel. And this week it's crime fighting time in a future time. That's right, people. We're going to dive into Cops and Crooks BP Vess. Now, for those of you who may be a little young, Cops and Crooks, it was actually Cops when it became a show. But the original toy line was Cops and Crooks. It's a Hasbro line. I think the rights have been muddled up for some time now. Monster could better explain this to you than I. He knows all the legalities of the toy lines and whatnot. But this was a show that ran from about 1988 to roughly the tail end of 99. So 70, 80 episodes, which by today's standards is a lot. It was just enough to get it into syndication. We enjoyed it greatly back in the day. It was a fun little show. The only problem with the original figures is they were a little out of scale with all the rest of what we had. So at the time, a lot of our figures were in that, 3 3/4 to maybe 4-inch, a little more once you started getting into toy biz and stuff like that a couple years later. But you didn't have a lot of 6-inch figures back in the day. Damn sure didn't have 7-inch, and these all came in a 6 to 7-inch figure. So, with that being said, these guys here, they are more in scale. They're still 6, 7 inches, but everything else is now as well, because we finally got Joe's up in the future time. We got our Legends. Everything is all semi in scale with around the thing, except for Todd McFarlane, you dickhead. You still want to do round on scales, at least 7 inches, and sometimes more or less. It's weird, but that's neither here nor there. So this is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. It says it's from the Big Bad Workshop. Monster can tell you the actual company that is doing it, but they have 2 more coming out later, probably later this year. I hadn't seen them come up for pre-order yet. But this guy, he was on pre-order for some time now. But let's see if the wait is worth what we had, what's under the hood, right? So let's dive under the motherfucking hood. Let's see what we got here with BP Vess. It's crime fighting time. All right, guys, here he is, the star of the show, old bulletproof federal agent BP Vess. So this is a pretty neat box. Got some great artwork. This is original artwork. The only problem I had is, as you can see, I got a little bit of a bow right here. And it goes all the way down. So, I mean, they did give me a little bit of a bum packaging. But we're going to open the guy up. Like I said, Big Bad Workshop from BigBadToyStore.com. He's the first of the series. On the back, we got some more of the artwork. It gives you the whole rundown about Big Boss and his nefarious gang of crooks, and why they're having to have cybernetic cops in there. Got a file card. I always love these right here on figures. You clip this out. Back in the day, that's what we done. So these are the upcoming guys. We got Long Arm and Dr. Bad Vibes. He was always a cool one. As his brain was exposed, I don't know. He had a weird voice too. Pretty damn neat though. Good artwork though. I liked Long Arm. He was one of the few I did have. I didn't have a lot of these guys. He was one of the ones. So you got a magnetic. That's always cool. Got a little short story right here, giving some of his, stuff. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. Got a little bit of. So the window to the packaging is a badge. That's right. You guessed it, people. Now, they stuck pretty true to the actual figure himself. I'll put a picture here beside him so you can kind of see the difference in what we got here versus what we got back in the day. Got alternate heads here. Let's dive in and see exactly what we do have. So we're going to open this guy up from the bottom. I'm not sure where my old trusty X-Acto knife has vanished off to, people. It's been a chaotic few weeks, and apparently my My old X-Acto knife has just up and vanished on me. I'm sure it's probably slid under this fucking desk if I were a betting man. But, oh, so we got a stand there. Cups and crooks, that's pretty neat. Finding crime in a future time. All right, guys. So, let's see what all we got here. So, all right. A little bit of artwork in the box. Let's see what it looks like. Nothing major, just cityscape, right? So, in the back, we got his trench coat, which is iconic for him. Oh man, he even got a moisture thing. We got his briefcase, some effects. Okay, pretty cool. So what we got here? So, we have two different faces here. This is something that he done a lot of during the show, which is pretty iconic. He always dropped his shade. He had a split curl. This was a cool cat back in the day. Like, literally, he was legitimately a cool dude. They went the extra level. Mofex hands there. Go in the distance. Man, I'm digging it so far, people. And guys, I want to say he was like $39. Like, literally. This is an affordable figure for what you're getting. Okay, clip doesn't come out. That's a little, but pretty nice machine gun for old BP. So, now one thing I will say, I'm one of those, either give me the all twisty ties or give me these right here. Don't do both. Because then I got to go back and forth, right? Give me one of the other guys. So let's drop our boy out real quick. See what we got here. Okay. We can worry about heads and hands later. So let's just check him out right quick. Got some nice mobility here. Never gonna give you up. I don't know why I wanted to Rick Ross this guy. I just did though. Has his badge right here. I will try to be mindful of where my camera is, guys. I know I shit the bed with old Jason there last week. I noticed it while editing. I apologize. Sometimes I be looking with my eyes because my camera is supposed to be where my damn eyes are, because that's the whole reason for a POV, right? But pretty cool looking figure here. Not quite sure what my boy. If you're going to cyborg me up, I'll volunteer to be a cyborg. Because who doesn't want to, have an expanded lifespan, kick-ass power and stuff like this. Let me kick my cock, okay? Don't give me Robo-Dick. I don't want that. I want to keep my pecker. Not sure why they done my boy that way. Let him keep his jewels, right? Give him this little halter top. But it's pretty neat. Tight joints. Yeah, man. So far, I'm digging him. I am digging what we got going here. Glasses do not detach. They're loose, but they don't come off, it don't look like. Unless they're stuck in right here. I mean, you can see down, which is a good job. I like that. I'm not going to fuck with them too much because I'm going to be honest. I don't really want them to come off, which is the problem with figures with sunglasses. A lot of times they detach too damn easy and you can't keep them on, right? So, let's see what we got here. Okay, so same thing here. It's attached pretty good, but you get that look. That right there is iconic. He was always pulling his glasses down to the show to give you that kind of look over the top of the lens. I always dug that. He was such a cool character. We didn't get enough of that, back in the day. Because, let's face it, we were America, right? We were still behind the times in the 80s. We started getting there in the 90s, but you know, in the 80s, let's just be honest, we were behind the times, folks. America. Ah, America. Time for another lesson. We'll go Mandarin on you. So let's get this guy here out of the way. I do have a good many figures to unbox, so we should have a decent amount of videos coming your ways, guys. I got some things, but this was one I couldn't resist going ahead and doing now. So let's just see what all we got here, right? Oh no! I think the bag's gonna make it hold any value, but oh no! Okay, pretty standard. It is wired, so we can work with that. Not quite sure. Is that supposed to tie around him? Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out, guys. So we got some little effects for his gun. Curious where his badge is, because I know I seen a badge online with a figure where he's holding the badge up. So come on, buddy. So we actually got a blast effect and a smoking rifle effect. So it ain't on the actual stand. I'm not gonna bother to take the stand up because he stands pretty damn good on his own, but we will keep that. This is always neat. I'm assuming you have to detach the hand. Let's see, okay. Ooh. Nothing fucking special here, guys. So, wow. Alright. Did mine not come with his badge? Holy shiitake. I'm gonna have to, wow, that's a little bit of a letdown, people, because I have seen pictures online. Oh, nope, there we go. So, okay, so they went the actual molded on route. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all, actually. So, let's see. We got a thumbs up. Not quite sure what he's holding with that, but okay. We got the finger pointer, pair of old fisticuffs. So we got two fists. So not quite sure why we got. So like this one, you're really not holding anything in that. It's like almost like if the badge was loose, you could put it in there or something like that, or if you had something smaller. Not quite sure. Another open hand, but he comes with open hands big enough for the gun, because this gun here has a substantial size to it. So the hands are all a little questionable. I'm gonna be honest. So let's put his coat on. My boy might be cold, and let's just be honest. That's part of what made BP cool. Is he had his badass trench coat back in the day. Well, I mean that ain't what made him cool, but trench coats were really cool back in the 90s. I don't know why. We just thought everybody would have trench coats. And I'll be honest, in life, I have never encountered one soul in an actual trench coat. Other than seeing Sting on TV, he's like the only real live person I remember that wore a trench coat regularly. So, alright. I guess this would actually, if you wanted it to, so you could have that effect, which is what we got. Let's turn his collar down. He's cool enough without popping the collar. or if you wanted. Dun, 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 dun. So, let's see something here. I wonder if maybe that's what these hands are for. Maybe that's what makes these questionable guys a little less questionable. Got a pretty good peg holder there, though. So, maybe that's okay. Yeah. So that's what we're working with there. That says he's pulling the shade down. And I'm sure I could tinker with it to make it pretty cool. He's pulling the shades down, peeking over. BP Vess, etc., motherfucker. So, looks like a lot of his cool hands. Oh no. So, what was that all about? So maybe there's a little excess plastic. I'm hoping that's all that is. So, I'm a little scared to play with all the hands now, I'll be honest. So, I know I'm going to want a fist here. Man, as we say, that's tighter than good tootie. My buddy there. Okay. So I do want to see the badge in there. So, okay, that's pretty cool. So what do you guys think about that right there? Dun, 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 dun. So the collar's not staying down very well, I will say that. But I am fucking with it a lot, so. Okay. Yes, I apologize, folks. It is pollen season here in the South. Good snap to that head, though. I like that. Oh, man. I just thought about something. I'm not going to be able to leave this fisticuff hand in because, you know, we got to put the shizzle back on there. Alright, so let's put his gun in. Let's take a look under the fucking hood and see if they made this a little bit easier than Hasbro does with the Joes, because, okay, that's solid. That's legit there. I dig that. It was easy. It was smooth. It was not the battle we sometimes get with Joes. Fuck you. Oh, we're going to give him the smoking effect, right? He's done fucked him up. Well, that's good. That is legit looking. I'm digging that. I don't know if I'm going to leave him open or closed. But I think for right now, just to see how it looks, let's close him up, right? See if Daddy can get this done. Ooh, no. This may be a challenge, people. May need the old tweezers. Yeah, I'm not going to fight with it. What I could do, just since it is wired, look like shit, but hey, for right now, give us the look, right? I'll go back later And there, who knows, right? We know, but they don't know. Okay, so let's change his hand back out again to the one I initially had on there. So I'm thinking that's going to probably be the one. But I'm thinking I've got to, yeah, put that bad guy on first. Now, the more we put hands in and out, it does seem to loosen up. Let's do this. Oh, man. I do not like that one damn bit. Now, maybe they do that so to make this easier. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. Cool points. No bueno. I just got a feeling over time that's not going to stay the way it needs to. All right, guys. So there we go. We got old BP Vess. It's got a shit ton of hands here. Some cool effects. 2 heads. A stand. A different one of those. Maybe I can take that out. I don't know. I'll look online to see how some of the pictures look. To kind of see how they done theirs. There should be enough room to feed it through there. I got fat fingers, guys. I'm sorry. And carpal tunnel. So some days it's easier than others to fuck with shit like this. Let's just kind of see what it looks like. Scale. Not bad. Not bad. He's in scale with what we want to have him in scale with. Which kind of trench coat do you prefer? Do you prefer this sculpted look or do you prefer the wired right here? This is, I like this. But I'm not opposed to the cloth soft goods. Let's just see what it looks like next to some Joes. So, okay. He is in scale with the Joes. And yes, that is my kit bashed Mr. T. He had my A-team. Yeah, he's in scale with these guys here. Yeah, him and Beachhead would be about the same height. So, yeah. You see him rappelling down out of this bad boy right here with old Wild Bill. So, yeah. This is a solid figure, guys. I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 5 Hassels here. This is pretty damn close to perfection. Not bad off. Solid figure, guys. Yeah, so let's dive back to my face and we'll go from there, guys. All right, guys, we're back to this beautiful mug right here. So what did you guys think of old BP Vess? Did you go in for him? Did you not go in for him? If you hadn't, are you going to go in for him? I don't think he is sold out. I haven't checked the website in some time now for that sort of thing. I don't think he's sold out. So if he isn't, are you going in for him? Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to show our fellas and family some love over at Stay Weird Network. We're growing on Stay Weird Network. We're trying to do some exclusive content there that's just Stay Weird as well. But, while you're over there, check out our boy, Big Rob of Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food, as well as Chris Daly with Fueled by Weird and Fueled by Music. Good people, folks. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to them, as well as us here at the Nerdy Man Room Show and Hassel's Review and all the other odds and ends that we do with cards subject to change, etc., etc., etc. Let us know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. We are growing. We're over 1,600 subscribers now, guys. Thank you very much. Let's hit that 2K before summer. How about that? So share with your friends. Put the word out on the street so the people can get it and learn to love us as well. With that being said, people, we're fighting crime in a future time in the year of the Lord 2020. Yeah, COVID year. How did they know that was going to be? You know what I'm saying? They had to know something was up when they put this show in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Who knew? But that being said, we hope you guys enjoy things. We're fighting crime in that future time.
Garbage, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive.